All right, here's a quick one. Um, Factorio is increasing their price from $30 to $35, and a lot of people are upset about that. Me personally, I'm not super upset. I think that that is still a fair price for the game. People who haven't bought it by now may be less likely to buy it. I don't know. That's kind of up to them. But $35 for the value still seems pretty good. I'm gonna compare it to Payday 2, which I enjoy. I think it's a good game. However, um, we can get into some debate over value per dollar and stuff like that. So I went through and added up all the different Payday 2 DLCs and base game that I have bought over the years. I have excluded anything that I bought Payday 2 content and something else because it doesn't give me a breakdown as to how much each one was. So if I've excluded it from this amount of money, and it comes out to just under $250 for Payday 2 and all the DLC that I've bought in the last couple of years. On the flip side of that, I believe I bought Factorio for $25. Benefit of the doubt, I'm going to say we bought it for $30. Again, I bought that with something else, so I don't have an exact number on how much it cost, but the cost right now is $30, so we'll say $30 just for trying to be fair. So if I pull up Steam here, and we go to Factorio. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I still found it. 746 hours. Excuse me. 746 hours. So if we do 746 hours, or realistically, if we do, get a calculator here, 30 hours divided by, $30 divided by 746.1 hours, less, a little more than 4 cents an hour at that value. If we're going to take that same thing at $35 and divide it by 746.1, 46 cents, 4.6 cents. So round it off to 5 cents an hour to play that game. Not bad. If we take what I've played Payday 2 for, at 459 hours. Let me pull up another calculator here. And we have 459 divided by 2 for 2.13. $1.90, almost $2 an hour for Payday. They're not one-to-one. They're obviously different games, but the idea that it's not worth its value, or that the devs are pulling a fast one, seems kind of minuscule compared to the cost of some other games. And again, I enjoy Payday 2. Some of the DLC I paid for because I wanted it. Some of it I paid for because they said they were conglomerating all the DLCs into one, and if you didn't have them all, you'd have to pay $60 to unlock the rest of them. And so I paid the $30 to unlock the rest of them, and then they pulled that back and went back to the other business model, and then they sold Loot Crate DLC, Loot Crate safes that you can buy keys for, and they really fucked it up and walked stuff back, and their parent company was involved in some kind of trading thing, and someone got arrested, and there was a whole big controversy. And people don't seem to really complain a whole ton about Payday having a new DLC. The devs flipped one game mode onto a new map and charged $8 for it, and people aren't rioting. Why is $5 extra for a game that increases its cost to play per hour by, in my opinion, in my usage, by 0.4 cents, 0.5 cents, 0.6 cents at the most per hour? That seems like negligible. I feel like you can go outside and find 6 cents lying on the ground in the time that it takes you to complain and be upset, and pay for the difference. For the next hour you're going to play, the next 4 hours you're going to play. I don't know. It just seems like it's dumb. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of games increasing in price after release, but I do have to say, on the flip side, I don't know if I've seen a company that has put in as much time and effort as they have into developing their game and perfecting it and really listening to user feedback and rolling things back. Um, I know that some of the creators make mods for the game because they love the game so much, and those mods are on their mod portal free. They went the extra mile to integrate a mod portal instead of having it as a third party mod database like it used to be. I don't know. It seems like they're putting some time, some effort, and some love into the game. Personally, for me, I don't think $45 would be a wrong price. Um, I knowing how much I enjoyed it, I probably would be fine paying that much. I'm not saying I'm gonna be happy if they increase it by that much, but I can understand the price difference and how much they are looking to um, receive for their product. I mean, I think PC Gamer pointed out as well that there in the Czech Republic, their inflation is up 15% in the last year. This is a 16% price increase. That kind of just sounds like they're trying to keep status quo for their employees. And I think that their business model of not going on sale and charging what they think is a fair price all the time supports that idea that they're trying to keep their team, their team's families, and their operation going on the level, and they're not trying to overreach their bounds and say, "Oh, people will pay more money. We should stack up a little bit." It seems like they're trying to keep status quo and not sacrifice anything. They just put a whole bunch of time creating the Switch port, which, in my opinion, I don't know if I would have personally done that, but I don't know. Maybe that's not making the sales I thought it would. Is it up to the PC players to make up that gap? I don't know. They're benefiting from the Switch port, even if they don't realize it. Streamlines that they had to make to fit it on the Switch are definitely coming to PC in some ways. Controller support, which would directly drive Steam Deck support. There's options. There's things happening that you know are a benefit to anybody who owns the game or anybody who will buy it. Um, I kind of wish we weren't in a position where you know inflation going up by 15% makes a game go up by 15%, but I think that's kind of the unfortunate reality of maybe other companies like EA and their pride and satisfaction ideology that are messing it up for other people. Should we be? I mean, they were. Should we be mad at them? Of course, we should be mad at them. EA got flamed, and they got their heat. But I don't know. It seems like it's a lot to do for $5. Again, realistically, for only people who haven't bought it at this point. But I don't know. Just some thoughts off the top of my head. You can maybe feel differently, and I hope you have your own opinions and do feel differently. But it's crazy. Like I'll scroll down through here a little bit. These are the last two purchases I made. What's that? Oops, $50 and $30. So $80 worth of DLC. They were on sale too. That wasn't just me buying it. They were on sale. Scroll down a bit. Let's see. Why didn't it? Because I tabbed out. I mean, I clicked on it. Border Crossing Heist, $8. Yeah, that wasn't a great purchase. The H3 character pack. Again, at this point, they had bundled all the DLC together, but this was one of their first, not in the bundle DLCs because it was supposed to support H3. I don't know. Looking back, I'm not sure why I bought it, to be honest. The gauge packs, again, that was part of this big purchase here. $22, where they said that they were bundling it all into one big Payday 2 Gold or whatever it was, where you'd have all the DLC and you'd have it all going forward, blah blah blah. It was the complete edition or whatever verbiage they said, where all the DLCs in the future you would own, which they then broke later. But you couldn't get it unless you owned all the previous DLCs already. So I bought them. They were mostly, character packs and weapon mods and stuff, which I don't get super into, but you know, you had to get it to get the gold edition, and then they fucking walked back on that. What else? The gambling drills. They would sit in your inventory. I did buy, I guess, 4 of them. Again, kind of regret that. They ended up walking that back too, so great. Let's see what else. There's one other thing I was thinking about. The where was it? Where was it? The completely overkill pack and the overkill pack. That was kind of a shit show too. I mean, they did say it was going to be a cosmetic item for one of them, but ended up being a shitty cosmetic item. I don't know. I'm glad that we were able to get whatever, you know, came out of that, but I don't know. That was kind of lame too. I probably should have known when I bought it that it wasn't worthwhile, but yeah, that's I don't know. I actually had never added up my Payday 2 purchases before. It was more than I thought, and kind of not super happy about it. But things like I think I might have actually included this, but like that Payday the Heist and the Heist soundtrack were involved in this one, so it's not really $4. Um, there were a couple like I bought Safecracker 2 apparently in with that, so it probably wasn't $2. You know, it's probably $1 or $1.99 for the soundtrack, which again isn't part of the game, but it has a good soundtrack, so I wanted the soundtrack. I bought Polybridge with this, so I didn't include the $16, the total $16, but I don't know. You can probably make your own opinions, but I just think that it is an insignificant upgrade, price increase for the content that you receive that can help support them continue to make content. I mean, I don't know. I guess everyone has their own opinions, right? These interaction reminder things get weird, so I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.